Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Israel successfully test-fired surface-to-air missiles of the American-made Patriot systems from a base in the center of the country as part of an Air Force exercise designed to test Israel's air defense capabilities against growing regional threats. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov urges the Islamic Republic of Iran not to quit the nuclear agreement Tehran reached with world powers in 2015. Iraq's northern autonomous Kurdish region declares it would hold a referendum on independence on the 25th of September, brushing aside international warnings that it could trigger a civil war with the Iraqi government in Baghdad. Israel successfully test-fired late last night surface-to-air missiles of the American-made Patriot systems from a base in the center of the country as part of an Air Force exercise designed to test Israel's air defense capabilities against growing regional threats. As part of the exercise, the Patriot system hit an airborne unmanned aerial vehicle. The successful interception, which according to the IDF was part of a larger exercise planned in advance for 2017, aims to bolster the military's defense abilities and thwart ongoing attempts in recent years to violate the sovereignty of the State of Israel. Now to the Gaza Strip, where a Hamas security operative who was a member of the organization's military wing was killed last night in a suicide attack apparently carried out by an Islamic State operative in the enclave's Rafah border with Egypt. The Hamas Interior Ministry in Gaza announced that the Hamas security force stationed on the border arrested two suspects who approached the border with Egypt when one of the suspects blew himself up. The Palestinian daily Al-Quds reported that the terrorist was a Palestinian Islamic State operative and a resident of Rafah in his 20s, and that he, together with another operative, attempted to infiltrate into Sinai from the Gaza Strip. The commander of the Hamas force was reportedly killed in the explosion, and several Hamas operatives were injured, including one who sustained serious injuries. Hamas announced a state of alert in the southern neighborhoods of Rafah and Khan Yunis of the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, the suicide bomber's family, whom are residents of the Palestinian enclave, announced that they disavowed him and the crime that he committed and that it would not put up a mourner's tent or hold a burial ceremony. Now in other news, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov announced that he hoped the Islamic Republic of Iran would not quit the nuclear agreement Tehran reached in 2015 with world powers, in which it pledged to curb its nuclear program in return for the lifting of most of the economic sanctions against it, that after Iranian President Hassan Rouhani declared earlier this week that Iran could abandon the deal within hours if the United States would impose any more new sanctions against his country.
Я надеюсь, что этого не произойдет. Надеюсь также, что и Соединенные Штаты не будут нарушать свои обязательства по совместному всеобъемлющему плану действий. Односторонние санкции в принципе нелегитимны. А когда эти санкции используются для того, чтобы разворачивать в свою пользу очень выверенный баланс по той или иной проблеме, а именно такой баланс был достигнут по иранской ядерной программе, то это, я считаю, безответственные действия, которые могут этот баланс нарушить и подорвать. Не надо с такими провокациями выступать.
Moscow has been one of the biggest benefactors of the nuclear agreement as it profited significantly from the lifting of sanctions when it signed trade deals with the Islamic Republic amounting to billions of dollars, primarily in the arms sector. That is why, according to Western diplomats, the Russian top diplomat continues to ignore allegations leveled by the United States against Iran for its breach of the nuclear agreement. The U.S. allegations point to Iran's ballistic missile tests, a clear violation of Resolution 2231, paragraph 3 of Annex B, which calls upon Iran not to undertake any activity related to ballistic missiles designed to be capable of delivering nuclear weapons, and including launches using such ballistic missile technology for 8 years after the adoption date of the nuclear agreement. Since the adoption of the treaty, however, Iran has conducted several ballistic missile tests which are capable of carrying a nuclear payload, while rejecting any claims of violating the nuclear agreement, considering the wording of the text, which Tehran interprets as an advisory rather than a conclusive demand, thus accusing Washington of violating the agreement with its new sanctions. Now to Iraq, where the northern autonomous Kurdish region declared it would hold a referendum on independence on the 25th of September, brushing aside international warnings, including from Turkey, that it could trigger conflict with the Iraqi government in Baghdad. The Kurdish President Barzani, who was interviewed on the matter last month, stressed a warning that the Kurdish nation will do all in its power to foil attempts by anyone who will seek to thwart their national bid. Turkey, which is the most significant opponent of an independent Kurdistan, warned that at a time of turmoil, a nation should think twice before risking a civil conflict that may lead to more chaos.
Ülke bu kadar sorun yaşarken bir de bu referandumu ve bağımsızlık şeyi ülkelerindeki mevcut durumu daha da kötüleştirir. Allah korusun sivil savaşa kadar götürür. Ya bu ciddi bir risktir.
Ki zaten Irak hala şeyine oturtmuş
biz net bir şekilde
değil.
Buna karşı olduğumuzu, yapmamaları gerektiğini söyledik, söylüyoruz, söylemeye de devam edeceğiz.
In related news, Kurdish groups in northern Syria, including militias allied in the US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces, have also announced they would hold local council and regional assembly elections in a move apparently aimed at consolidating the growing Kurdish autonomy in the north of the war-torn country. In response to the declaration, a senior Syrian government minister dismissed a Kurdish attempt as a joke, while warning that they would not be allowed to threaten the country's territorial unity.
Frankly speaking, this will be a joke. Syria will never, ever, I'm using it too much today, allow any part of its territory to be separated. And everybody knows. No, it is not a matter of willing, it is a matter of must. And the territorial integrity of Syria will never be under dispute. We advise those who are working in this direction, encouraged by well-known circles, to stop.
Kurdish groups and their allies control swathes of northern Syria in areas held by the US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces, an alliance of militias spearheaded by the Kurdish YPG militia, which are currently battling the Islamic State. At the end of July, the Kurdish-led administration set dates between late summer and January for local council and regional assembly elections in areas under their control. Thank you for watching us. You can also watch us at TV7israelnews.com or at TV7.fi. For any comments, please send your emails to israelnews@TV7.fi. For more updates from Israel and the region, please join our Facebook page at TV7 Israel News. Praying for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem. I'm Jonathan Hessen. Have a Erev Tov, and we will see you again tomorrow at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps.
First, press the Donate logo, located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.